Is good a good enough answer? Let's find out. Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Candy, and this is our first step on our journey to achieve fluency in English.
I'm Ed. It's great to be here.
And I am Eddy, ready to learn.
Wonderful. Today's step is all about the structure of a natural conversation. We're going to stop giving short answers and start building fuller, more detailed sentences.
This is the key to sounding more confident. It's about expanding your thoughts.
Exactly, Ed. Let's analyze the architecture of a good answer. Let's begin with a very common, simple question. How's your morning going?
My answer is usually fine.
And that's okay, Eddy, but it's a closed door. It doesn't invite more conversation. A fluent answer has a simple structure. Feeling plus a detail plus a connector. Ed, could you demonstrate this for us?
Of course, Candy. Instead of just good, I could say, it's going well, thanks. I woke up early today and had some coffee, so I feel quite awake.
Perfect. Let's break that down. The feeling was, it's going well. The detail was, I woke up early and had some coffee. And the connector word so linked it to the result. I feel awake.
Ah, a formula. I like formulas. Less chance for mistakes.
That's a great way to see it, Eddy. It's a pattern for building better sentences. Now it's time for our listeners to practice.
This part is very important. Listen carefully and then repeat after me. This is called shadowing. Let's try the full sentence. Ready? It's going well. I woke up early today and I had some coffee, so I feel awake.
Excellent. Now, what if the morning wasn't so good? The structure is the same. We just changed the details.
Right. You could say something like this. It's been a little busy. I had to answer some emails and get ready quickly, so I feel a bit tired.
A bit tired. That is a very polite phrase.
It is, Eddy. It's softer than saying, I'm very tired. It shows nuance. This brings us to our first tip in a box.
My tip is about sounding natural. Instead of very, try using words like a little, a bit, or quite. It makes your English less direct and more fluid.
And my structural tip is about the verb tense. Notice Ed said, it's been a little busy. That's the present perfect tense. You use it for something that started in the past and continues to the present. The morning isn't over yet.
Ah, so that's why I always get confused.
It's a common point of confusion, but with practice, it becomes automatic. Let's practice shadowing that second phrase now. Ready? Repeat after me. It's been a little busy. I had to answer some emails and get ready quickly, so I feel a bit tired.
Fantastic. This core skill of expanding your sentences is our foundation. You don't need advanced grammar to sound fluent.
You just need to add details, feelings, and reasons when you speak.
Now, let's apply this same structure to another common question. What did you do yesterday?
I studied. That is my usual answer.
And that's a good start, Eddy. But we can expand it to make a story.
Exactly. The structure for a past event is a sequence. Think first, then, and later.
Let me give an example. I studied English for about an hour. Then I went for a walk to relax. And later, I watched a movie.
See that beautiful sequence? It paints a much clearer picture.
Let's practice this one together. I studied English for about an hour. Then I went for a walk to relax. And later I watched a movie.
Now that we understand the structure of expanding our answers about the past, let's move to another daily life situation.
I like these practical scenarios. They are very useful.
I agree. Imagine you're at a cafe. The waiter asks, "What would you like to drink?"
Tea, please. Simple, direct.
It is simple and direct, Eddy. But it's another closed-door answer. To sound more fluent and polite, we can use a different structure. The architecture is politeness plus request plus detail.
That's a great formula, Candy.
Let's see it in action. Ed, what would you like to drink?
I'd like a cup of green tea, please. With no sugar.
Let's analyze that. The politeness came from I'd like, which is short for I would like. The request was a cup of green tea. And the detail was with no sugar.
So I would like is better than I want.
Much better, Eddy. I want can sound a little demanding, almost like a child. I'd like or I'll have are much more polite.
That's a perfect example of a common mistake. It's not a grammar error, but an error in tone and fluency. Let's try one more example. Ed?
Sure. I'll have a cappuccino, please. With extra milk if possible.
Beautiful. The politeness is I'll have. The request is a cappuccino. And the detail is with extra milk. The phrase if possible adds extra politeness.
Adding small details makes a big difference.
It really does. It makes your English sound more complete and natural.
Now it's time to practice. We will say each sentence and you should repeat them out loud. Try to match the rhythm.
Ready? Here's the first one. I'd like a cup of green tea, please. With no sugar.
Say it again. Feel the flow.
I'd like a cup of green tea, please. With no sugar.
Very good. Now for the second example.
Let's go. I'll have a cappuccino, please. With extra milk if possible.
One more time.
I'll have a cappuccino, please. With extra milk if possible.
It feels strange to talk to my computer screen.
It might feel strange at first, Eddy, but this practice is powerful. It trains your mouth and your brain to produce the sounds of English.
That's right. Now for a small challenge. A little role play. I am the waiter. I will ask the question. You, our listener, will answer out loud.
Okay, I am ready.
Let's begin. What would you like to drink?
Good. Use one of the phrases we practiced. Or make your own version.
Let's try that one more time. Hello, what can I get for you today?
Perfect. These small role plays are very effective because they put you in a real-life situation.
Exactly. Your brain starts to remember the patterns of natural English. Now, let's move from requests to another crucial area for fluency. Expressing your opinions.
This is so important. At this level, you need to share what you think, not just answer simple questions.
Precisely, the architecture of an opinion is also a simple formula. Signal, phrase plus opinion plus because plus reason.
Another formula. Excellent.
Let's examine that opinion formula. A signal phrase is a simple way to tell your listener that an opinion is coming.
Like I think, I believe, or even in my opinion.
Exactly, they are the introduction. Then you state your opinion clearly. And most importantly, you connect it to a reason using the word because.
Because is the key that unlocks the why.
You are a poet, Eddy. That's perfect. Let's test this structure. Ed, what do you think about learning English every day?
That's a great question, Candy. I think learning English every day is very helpful because it keeps the language fresh in my mind.
Wonderful. Let's analyze that. Signal phrase, I think. Opinion, learning English is helpful. Connector, because. And the reason, it keeps the language fresh.
That is much better than my answer. It's good.
It's good is not wrong, Eddy. But it doesn't explain your thinking. Adding because makes your opinion stronger.
Let's try another example. Ed, what do you think about learning with videos?
I believe learning with videos is very effective because I can listen to natural speech, practice repeating, and learn at my own speed.
Another perfect demonstration. The signal phrase this time was, I believe. It gives a sense of strong conviction.
So I can use I think or I believe.
Exactly. They are mostly interchangeable. I believe just sounds a little more formal.
Okay, time for our listeners to shadow. Let's practice that first opinion.
Listen and repeat. Ready? I think learning English every day is very helpful because it keeps the language fresh in my mind.
Again, focus on connecting the words.
I think learning English every day is very helpful because it keeps the language fresh in my mind.
Excellent. Now for the second phrase.
Repeat after me. I believe learning with videos is very effective because I can listen to natural speech.
This practice of expanding your opinions is fundamental for moving from B1 to B2.
It's like moving from a sketch to a full painting.
That's a perfect analogy, Eddy. You're adding color and detail to your ideas.
Now, let's give our listeners a challenge. Think of one thing you enjoy. It could be reading, cooking, or walking. Now, build your own opinion sentence using our structure. For example,
I could say, I think walking in the evening is very relaxing because it helps me clear my mind.
your turn. Take a moment to think. And then speak your sentence out loud.
Don't worry about making it perfect. The goal is just to practice the structure.
I believe sleeping on the sofa is very comfortable because the cushions are soft.
See, even Eddy can do it. Excellent work. Now that we know how to express opinions, let's apply this skill to another common daily life topic, making plans.
This is a great transition because plans often start with an opinion about what you'd like to do.
Precisely. Let's imagine a friend asks, "What are you doing this weekend?"
My weekend plan is usually just nothing.
And that's a very common answer, Eddy. But nothing is another conversation ender. Let's architect a better response, even if you don't have definite plans.
This is a great skill to have. It shows you are engaged in the conversation.
Exactly. So if your plans are not certain, the structure is admission plus possibility. You admit you don't have many plans. Then you share a possible activity. Ed, could you demonstrate?
Of course, I could say, I don't have many plans, but I might go shopping on Saturday. And on Sunday, I'd like to watch a movie.
Let's deconstruct that excellent answer. I don't have many plans is the admission. It's honest and open. Then he used two key phrases for possibility. I might, and I'd like to. These are crucial for expressing ideas that are not 100% certain.
So might means maybe.
Exactly, Eddy. It shows possibility, not a promise.
This is a great moment for our dual tips. Ed, your tip for sounding natural?
My tip is to use more casual verbs. Instead of just watch a movie, you could say catch a movie or check out a movie. It makes you sound much more fluent.
A great tip. And for my structural tip, let's focus on the levels of certainty. I might shows low certainty. It's just an idea. I'd like to shows a desire or wish. And as we will see, I'm planning to shows a much higher level of certainty.
Certainty has levels. Fascinating.
Let's practice shadowing Ed's first example.
Ready? Repeat after me. I don't have many plans, but I might go shopping on Saturday. And on Sunday, I'd like to watch a new movie at home.
Great. Now what if you do have plans? This is where we use that high certainty phrase. Ed, another example, please.
Of course. This weekend, I'm planning to meet some friends for dinner. And I also need to finish some work. So I'll probably stay busy.
Did you notice the structure? I'm planning to clearly states the intention. It's a strong, confident phrase for definite plans.
Planning sounds like a lot of work.
Sometimes it is, Eddy, but it's good to be organized.
Let's practice this second example. Everyone, repeat after Ed.
This weekend, I'm planning to meet some friends for dinner. And I also need to finish some work. So I'll probably stay busy.
Excellent. Now it is your turn, listener. Think about your real plans for this weekend. Try to form one full sentence. Use I might, I'd like to, or I'm planning to. Say your sentence out loud now.
Great job. This kind of practice makes your English much more dynamic.
We've built a strong foundation today. We've learned to expand our answers about our day, our past, and our future plans. These are the essential building blocks. Now let's move to conversations that happen when you meet new people.
First impressions are very important.
They are indeed. So let's learn how to introduce ourselves with confidence. When meeting new people, introductions become more than just your name. Let's architect the perfect introduction. A common question is, where are you from?
I am from the living room.
He's not wrong. But for us humans, a beginner might just say, I am from Brazil.
Which is a correct answer, but not a fluent one. A better structure is core fact plus specific detail plus personal connection. This structure creates a much richer image. Ed, show us how this architecture works.
Certainly, I would say, I'm from Brazil, from a city called São Paulo, and I've been living here for a few years now.
Let's analyze that beautiful sentence. Core fact, I'm from Brazil. Specific detail, From a city called São Paulo. Personal connection. I've been living here.
It tells a small story, not just a fact.
That's the point, Eddy. You open the door for the other person to ask a follow-up question.
Exactly. Now let's all practice shadowing Ed.
Ready? Repeat after me. I'm from Brazil, from a city called São Paulo, and I've been living here for a few years now.
Very good. Now let's apply this same logic to the next common question. What do you do?
A simple answer might be, I am a student.
And here we find a common error. Many learners forget the article a. You must say, I am a student, or I am an engineer. But even the correct sentence is too short. Let's use our architecture again. Core fact plus specific detail plus personal feeling.
I like this structure. Let me try. I'm a student at university. I'm studying computer science. And I really enjoy learning about technology.
Perfectly executed, Ed. Core fact, I'm a student. Specific detail, studying computer science. Personal feeling, I really enjoy it.
What do? I nap. I eat. I observe.
A very important job, Eddy. Let's show another version for someone who works.
Okay, how about? I work as a designer at a tech company. I help create websites and mobile apps. It's challenging, but very creative.
See how that structure works every time? It makes your answers so much more memorable.
Let's practice the student version now. Everyone, repeat after me. I'm a student at university. I'm studying computer science. And I really enjoy learning about technology.
Excellent practice. Now it's your turn. Think about how you would introduce yourself. First, say where you are from, with a specific detail. Speak it out loud.
Great. Now the second part.
Tell us what you do. Use our structure, core fact, detail, and feeling. Say it now.
Perfect. This is how introductions become more natural and build connection.
Now that we know how to introduce ourselves, the next logical step in getting to know someone is to talk about hobbies in free time. Talking about hobbies is one of the best ways to connect with new people.
It shows your personality beyond just your work or your studies.
Exactly. And the structure for talking about hobbies is a beautiful combination of everything we have learned today. The architecture is hobby plus detail plus reason.
A grand finale of formulas.
You could say that. Ed, could you show us how it works with a hobby you enjoy?
I'd be happy to. I could say, I like reading novels in English, especially mystery stories, because they help me learn new vocabulary.
Let's break that down. Hobby, reading novels. Detail, especially mystery stories. And the reason, connected with because, they help me learn new vocabulary.
I enjoy cooking, especially what falls on the floor, because it is delicious.
He has mastered the structure.
He certainly has, and so can you. Let's all practice shadowing Ed's sentence.
Let's go. Repeat after me. I like reading novels in English, especially mystery stories, because they help me learn new vocabulary.
Fantastic work. Now for our final challenge. We've learned all the building blocks today. The challenge is to put them together.
Try to think about your hobby. Use our structure to describe it. hobby, detail, and reason.
Take a moment and then speak your answer.
Excellent. The more you practice this, the more automatic it becomes.
This brings us to the end of our first step. Today we built the foundation. You learned the architecture behind, expanding your answers and sharing your thoughts.
Remember, fluency doesn't come overnight. It comes from this kind of consistent practice.
And with that, let's hear from our wisest member.
Eddy's insight for today is this: a short answer is a closed door. A detailed answer is an open gate. Always open the gate.
That's a beautiful way to put it, Eddy.
Thank you for joining us on this first step. We hope this lesson helped you feel more confident with your English.
If you enjoyed the lesson, please hit the like button and subscribe for more slow English videos.
And for your practice, use our structure. Write a sentence in the comments below about your favorite hobby.
We love reading and replying to them. Thank you for your dedication. We'll see you in the next step.